Great to have with us one of the great managers in the history of baseball and a pretty good player too, Joe Torre. How you doing, Joe?
I'm good, Len. Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for
gonna
having
shake
me.
this
Either
hand.
hand, you can do either hand here.
So what's going on? Shoulder? Or what?
I had a rotator and a biceps surgery last week, and my doctor said, wear this for about a month, and he said, but I want to warn you, this is like a magnet. Everybody will come up and start tapping you on the shoulder. So what the heck? It's okay.
Well, it's Father's Day weekend, and MLB always likes to raise as much awareness as possible for research for prostate cancer. You've gone through that battle. Tell us about your journey.
Well, when I was diagnosed in '99, it was like a black hole. First of all, I had a 3-year-old daughter that I was more concerned about being around for her than I was about being involved in baseball anymore. And actually, Mike Milken, who's responsible for the Prostate Cancer Foundation, he was just about one of the first guys to call me to give me a list of doctors to go see. And I'll tell you, once I start researching and decided on what to do, what course of action, which was surgery in my case, I remember when Dr. Catalona, Bill Catalona, who is here at Northwestern right now, he was at Barnes in St. Louis at the time, and he said, I'll have you back to work in 3 weeks. Well, when he said that, I think my blood pressure dropped from 100, 200 over 100 to, about 100 over 60. So it was, I think, more information and knowing that the fact that if you have early detection, especially in the prostate cancer area, that it can be cured, or if worst case scenario, controlled. And, when you're talking about men where their ego get in the way of their good sense, it's something that the fact that I was diagnosed, I'm a public person. I went public with it, which I really had to do because of my job at the time with the Yankees. And then to find that 2 months later, actually, I came back, worked full time, and everybody realized that, maybe this thing isn't as bad as it could be.
Do you like interleague play? Yankees here at Wrigley Field for the first time since 2003.
Well, I think interleague play, when you talk about going to storied franchises, I think players love it. When you talk about Wrigley Field, everybody looks forward because they've heard so many stories over the years about Wrigley, and it was, certainly a special place. I think the players like it because they get to visit cities and stadiums that they don't normally play in. I know certain managers, and I was one of them, that didn't feel it was fair because, your competition was playing maybe teams that weren't as good as the teams that you were playing. So I think that was an issue, and it always will be an issue.
Garcia gets down the bunt, and Pena will get it to Blake DeWitt, runner at second.
But the thing, and I know I've talked to the commissioner about this, when you start looking at the numbers, you start looking at the bottom line and how many people come to the ballpark for these interleague games, then you have to say if that's what they want, that's what you have to deliver to them. And so, for that part of the schedule, and, who knows what's going to happen down the road as far as scheduling and whatnot, but we're certainly aware of maybe subtle changes that have to take place, and we're going to look at it seriously because we just can't say it's a great game. It'll always be a great game without paying attention to what the fans want.